Okay, so today I will be making, let's see, it's organic chicken, free range, no antibiotics. This is party wings, so it's chicken wings, and I got two. I actually love fried chicken, but I have had a lot of episodes of being allergic to stuff, and so until I can figure out what I'm allergic to, I have to be careful with what I eat, because I don't want another episode of being allergic to something and then getting sick from it. I went to the emergency room, and the emergency doctor said that they would not do any tests on me right now for allergies. So basically, I have to be careful with what I eat. So what I'm doing right now is I am washing my chicken wings and thighs. Chicken wings. So I'm gonna marinate it, and I will be using 4 ingredients to make my my fried chicken here. So 4 ingredients is not a lot, but basically I think I pay like $8 and $7 for the chicken wings, so it's pin out to be like $14. So here it is. This is all it's washed and clean. So what we're gonna do is to marinate it. I'm just gonna put the pot back down in here. I'm trying to keep the place clean as well. So what I have is ground turmeric from Costco. And I'm just gonna use a teaspoon. So I have like a soup spoon, and I'm gonna use like half. Or just not half, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna use this thing here, Knorr chicken bouillon, the powder one. And I got this from Costco, so it's gigantic, but you know, it lasts and it's cheaper than buying it. So I use like a tablespoon. And then next up is going to be the cornstarch. Gonna use a chopstick and stir it, mix it together. So the turmeric will actually give the chicken like a yellowy kind of color, and it comes out like golden yellow, and it's really good. Turmeric is also help with like joint pain, gout, and stuff like that. That's the reason why you see that some people, they take turmeric supplement or pills or whatnot, and sometimes people would put turmeric powder into like their yogurt, and they would eat it, eat their yogurt with turmeric, just so that way it helps them with their gout and stuff. So you are what you eat. You just have to be careful with what you consume these days, because you never know what goes into your food. For me, I already have several episodes of being allergic to something that I don't know. Okay, so it looks delicious and good. What I'm gonna do is let this settle. I'm gonna let it set for a little bit, and then I'm gonna turn on my pan. So what I'm gonna do is I have this canola oil here from Costco. I'm gonna put this canola oil into a pan, and then I'm gonna heat up the pan over here, and then I'm gonna let my chicken marinate for a little bit, and then afterwards I'm gonna put in the cornstarch. So, yep. Okay, so I'm back. So I think it's been like about less than a couple of seconds that I had put this in marination, or put this marinated in here. And you can do this a day prior, but then the saltiness will get into them. It will seep. If you're the kind of person that just like chicken wing by itself and you don't want to eat it with ketchup or whatnot, if you marinate it the day before with these ingredients, leave it in the refrigerator overnight, it will seep all the way into the bone, and you don't have to eat it with ketchup or other stuff. But for me, I didn't marinate it overnight. I just marinated just a while ago, so it's not gonna go all the way into the bone. I am going to open up the cornstarch, and I'm gonna put it in. So, like half a cup of cornstarch in here. You just wanted to have enough to cover the chicken, and just stir it. And I use chopstick because I grew up using chopstick. You don't have to use chopstick. You can use a tongue and a spoon to for your marinating. Because it's organic chicken, it's kind of a little bit pricey, but I'm sure non-organic chicken is okay too. I remember I used to buy chicken, a whole bunch of chicken, and it was super duper cheap. This is before the pandemic and before that we have food problems and stuff. And non-organic, very cheap chicken. It was like 20 cents a pound. And this is in California. This is like in 2017, beginning of 2018. It was super duper cheap, and I love it. It was good. I make food for my friend and stuff like that, but now everything is just so pricey. I guess it's probably because of the hyperinflations and the pandemic and the labor shortage and stuff like that. So it's the pandemic really do a number to our family, our health, our psyche. But you know what? It is what it is. Just face the facts, and as long as you're alive, it's all good. It's all good as long as you're alive, right? So as you can see, I have two pans going here. So the pan, this bigger pan is my oil, and this pan or this pot I'm using to marinate the chicken in, because I want to make sure that I put it in something that have handles. It's easier for me to carry it around and stuff like that. So the oil is sitting at number 6, which is minimum high. So basically I'm checking to see if the oil is cooked. You see that the oil is bubbling up. That means the oil is hot, it's ready to go. And I'm just gonna put in my chicken here that I just marinate and put in cornstarch. And I didn't use very much oil either because I don't want, number one, don't ever put oil down in the kitchen drain because that will clog up. You have to put the leftover and the used oil into like a plastic bag and try to dispose it in the garbage bin. But don't put it directly in the drain because that is gonna be clogged up and you don't want to be paying an arm and a leg to get your drain unclogged. So if you have an empty bottle of oil container, just put the oil into the container, the empty bottle container, and then close it up tight and put it directly in the garbage bin, and then they'll take care of it there. That's what I do. I don't know if it's the correct way to do it, but that's what I do, and I do not put it down the drain because it's very expensive to unclog your drain. So I'm actually using a wok, and the wok is, for me, is bigger, is easier than an actual pan. You can use a pan too, a regular pan to fry your chicken in. It's quite okay. So I have like a few pieces. I have like 5 pieces left in here, and I'm just gonna let this sit here for, let it cook and take care of itself for a little while. You can turn on the oil, but I'm kind of paranoid, so I'm just cooking at minimum heat, so that way it cooks thoroughly to the inside. You can turn it on high, it will definitely cook it faster, but it also brown the outside a little bit faster, and it might overcook the outside of your chicken and undercook the inside of your chicken. So I use minimum heat and I just let it simmer for a little bit, and then I'll go turn it around and fry the other side and let it simmer for a little bit so it cooked thoroughly. That way you don't get sick. But it's cooking nicely. And with this method, it's not a lot of, like, you can see that the flour doesn't cover the chicken completely. So you're eating less carb than the regular fried chicken that you eat at the store. There's more, they add more flours and stuff like that. My purpose is to get the fried chicken flavor, to get the little bit of carbs, floury taste, but not a whole lot of it, because this is like for health reason too, right? You get the turmeric that helps with gout, help with joint pain and movement and stuff like that, and of course I love chicken. I love fried chicken. So this is my way to putting, healthy food with bad food. Because fried chicken is not, it's really not that healthy for you, quite honestly. So you can see that there's just a little bit of flours on the chicken, not a whole lot. Yes, I'm using oil, but the canola oil doesn't have a lot of cholesterol either. so it's good for you too. It's not as good as the virgin oil, the olive oil, but it is a cheaper, better version of oil that you can use. Yeah.
Mommy.
Yeah. Are you helping Mommy cook?
Yes.
Well, be careful. Don't touch this pan. This pan is hot. And don't touch the chicken, okay? So I have a little hand here. I have an extra little hand. Can you? Yeah. Can you wave? Can you wave? Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. I'm making fried chicken.
I'm making fried chicken.
Yeah. You're making fried chicken.
Make fried chicken.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna let it cook, okay? We'll be right back. We'll be right back, okay? Let's go.
Mommy.
I know I'm coming with you. Hold on. Daniel, don't play with the oil. It's gonna spill. And you're gonna get hurt. Leave it alone, okay? Hold on. It's very hot. You see? It's very, very hot. You don't want to get hurt. Wait for Mama. Daniel don't know how to handle it. Daniel gonna get hurt. Daniel don't want to get fried. Daniel don't want to get fried like fried chicken, okay?
Daniel, don't get hurt.
Daniel, don't get hurt.
Don't get sizzled.
Yeah, you don't want to get sizzled.
You don't want to get sizzled and cry?
Yeah, you don't want to get sizzled and cry.
But be careful.
You
Don't get burned.
don't be careful. Don't get burned. That's right. You are very smart. Don't play with the oven. It is also hot. Okay, Daniel, look at Mommy. see mommy gonna poke, poke, poke. See, poke. And blood is coming out. Poke. See, blood is coming out of the chicken. It's not completely cooked yet.
Blood is coming down.
Daniel wants some fried chicken? Yes. Yes. See, blood is coming out, Daniel. See, blood is coming out.
Blood is coming out.
Yeah. So Daniel, do you know why mommy poked this? Mommy poked it because mommy want to make sure that the oil get inside of the meat and cook the meat thoroughly. And then mommy also making sure that the heat can go through the meat. Make sure it cooks. Daniel, be careful. Daniel, don't get burned, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I like to cook.
You like to cook?
I like to cook.
Be careful.
Because
Don't spill. You're gonna spill. Leave it alone. Don't touch, okay? You can touch this. This goes up and down. There you go. No, you click this. Right here. Yeah, there you go. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Good job. So Daniel, when you fry stuff like this, you don't want to put a lid on the oil. Because of what? Because of condensation. If you close the pan, there's condensation and water will drop onto the oil, and then it won't be fried chicken anymore. It will be steamed chicken. So when you fry stuff with a large amount of oil like mommy is doing right now, you don't put a lid on, okay? You have to keep the lid off. So that way condensation doesn't take place and you don't have to worry about, excess water in the oil and starting creating, something else. So you want to, if you fry stuff with a large amount of oil, you don't want the lid on top. Okay, son?
open and close, open and close.
Open and close. Yes, you got it. Good job.
Good scissors.
Yeah.
When you get scissors, you might get Pockies and M&M's.
Oh,
Right?
no Pocky and M&M's.
No Pockies and M&M's.
Not on weekends. No Pocky and M&M on weekends. You get it on weekdays when you behave in school.
When you behave in school, you might get Pockies and M&M's.
Yes.
You might get Pockies and M&M's.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
If you get scissors, you might get burned.
yes. If
Be
you
careful, don't get burned.
be careful, don't get burned. If you behave in school and mommy and daddy get good report for you from the school, then you get Pocky and M&M's. But if you don't behave in school, and you don't be good in school, you're not getting cookies and M&Ms because you don't get award for doing bad, for being bad. You get award for doing a good job. So you want to do a good job and be good in school, okay? So here I'm preparing a bowl with just paper towel, and I'm going to put my cooked chicken in here, just so that way the oil is drained. You can also use like a drying rack or something like that you have for food, but I normally don't have those stuff. So I'm just gonna put everyone have a bowl and a paper towel, so it's easier, less things that you have to own and worry about. Having too much stuff, you have to worry a lot about stuff. So the less stuff you own, the more peace of mind you have. That's what I found. I'm trying to clean up, get rid of old stuff, but then, Christmas time and things comes and people give you stuff and you end up accumulating a lot of stuff. And then you don't have time to go through your old stuff and clean up. And then you end up having way too much and become a hoarder, Some things are sentimental value, I get it, but some things you can just take a picture of it, and you can, if you have time to go through your pictures, you can see the image or whatever you have, just like a digital storage space, I guess. But you just try to live with what you have and be happy, and try not to accumulate too much stuff, because at the end of the day, we all come into this world without clothes, without anything, and then we become attached to whatever it is that we have, and that's not a good idea, to be attached to anything, because then the object control you. If you think of it that way, you allowing an object to control you, control your life, it's not good. I have that problem too. I have the problem of buying too much stuff. I'm a woman, so I use retail therapy. And with the retail therapy, I just, get myself in a lot of debt, accumulate a lot of clothes and shoes and handbags and all kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, those things created a lot of debt. And so you don't want to be in debt for shoe, clothes, and things. And even though you wanted a classic cars, or you wanted something, that's the one, but do you need it? Do you have the space for it? Do you have the time to fix it? Do you have the ability to restore it? If you don't, I would not suggest buying an old car and just keep it there for years and years, and then with life, you don't have time to fix it, you don't have time to restore it, and it's just a waste of space, a waste of peace of mind. It's just a waste. If you just give it up, sell it or get rid of it, somebody else could have their time invest into it and be able to enjoy it. But that's how I see it. So I'm trying to sell off my car. I'm trying to sell off my stuff. I'm trying to sell off my shoes, my clothes. And I use OfferUp, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, and I'm trying to sell all my stuff, even my little son stuff, his baby stuff. Daniel, now that is cooked. However, it's very hot. So, Mommy don't want you to eat it right now, okay? Let it cool. So we have one cooked piece of wing here. And this yellow coming out is the oil with the turmeric. So that's why it's yellow. But it looks great. It looks just like you got it from the Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? So it's crispy, it's crunchy, and my Daniel, my son, he wants this piece, but right now it's very, very hot. So he's not gonna eat it until it's cooled down a little bit. But yeah, it takes half an hour or more to make this. And it's delicious, and you know what oil that's being cooked in. You know what is, going into your food, and you know everything. Like literally, you are what you consume. And if you consume stuff that you don't know, at the end of the day, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna have an allergic reaction. You're gonna get big. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna suffer, and I don't want to suffer. So, are you enjoying it, Daniel? Will Mommy get you a paper plate? You wanna go to your chair and eat it? Huh? Yes. Go to your chair and eat it. Yes. Right here. You want the wing? Come sit down. Come sit down and eat the wings. Come on, baby boy. You can sit down and eat the wings. It's a little bit hot, so you gotta be careful. Mommy is making more, okay? The wing is over there. The wing is at your desk. The wing is at the dinner table. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. It's at the dinner table for you. Yeah, you can have the wing. You can have the first bite. Yeah. 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 You forgot the toy. Okay. Well, try to eat your chicken and don't get burned, okay? It's still kind of hot. So I'm trying to take the... Yeah, it's a crunchy. It's a crunchy, huh? It's crunchy. Is it good? Is it delicious? Yeah, it's crunchy. Yeah, it's very crunchy. It's very delicious. It's good. Do you like it? Good. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you like it, Daniel. I am glad you like it. It's good, Daniel?
Mommy, I like it.
Okay, good. It's crunchy. That's good. That's right. Yeah, so I am taking the pieces that are fully covered and the smaller pieces out first, because I want to make sure that my chicken is thoroughly cooked. And the larger pieces that I put on the outside, I'm gonna then push it towards the inside, so that way it cooks even more. At the end of the day, I'm trying to make sure that every piece are cooked. So there's a strategy to everything. So basically, I put all of the newer pieces on the outside, and then I slowly push the outer pieces in towards the middle. So that way I can ensure that the chicken is thoroughly cooked. And according to Daniel, he says it's crunchy, so it's good. Yes, it's crunchy. So basically, the smaller pieces normally will get cooked much faster than the bigger, larger pieces. So I've only been taking out the wings because I'm kind of paranoid of eating uncooked chicken. Do you want more, Daniel? Do you want more?
Yes.
Yes, that's potato. We don't eat that. Mommy haven't cooked it yet. So Mommy have more here. Mommy can give you more.
One more.
More?
More.
No, it's very, very hot, okay? Okay, it's very, very hot. But you have to be careful, okay? You don't get burned. Yeah, more. You want some more? How about you eat those pieces first? You eat those pieces first. And if you want more, Mom will give you more, okay? So this looks like it's cooked. It's delicious. It's crunchy. It may be overcooked, but it's okay. You rather be safe than to be sorry. And you have to gradually rotate the pieces too, so you can make sure that it cooks evenly. Yes, it's very hot because it's just, Mommy just made it. Yep. So yep, you constantly rotate them and make sure that the color and everything are cooked and delicious, so that way you don't have to worry about eating uncooked chicken. So making fried chicken is not that hard. It's not that hard. It's just a little bit time consuming, but just have to get used to it. If you have to eat, and you gotta cook. Can't be lazy, you know. Like if you want something in life, you gotta go out there and get it. No one's gonna go out there and get it for you. You know, people want the easy way. They think that they can win the lottery and get rich. But you know what? Some people win the lottery and they don't get rich. They spend their money on fruitless stuff, spend their money on asset that is not worth it. And then what they're gonna do, the money run out and they're in lots of debt. So I was watching a documentary about this guy. He won the lottery and he doesn't know how to spend his money. He bought a bunch of art, bought a bunch of junk, and he ended up having to pay for a storage shed or a warehouse to store his stuff. And then he got sick. He can't sell the stuff quickly enough, and he died. And when he died, he was in debt. So it's not about how much money you have. It's really about how you manage your money. It's about how you manage life. Life is managing it. You can be super duper rich. Be careful, son. It's very, very hot. Why don't you eat the pieces that mommy gave you? And stay away. So he took all of it. So he took all of the chicken that was in here. He took all of the chicken. Daniel, eat all of the chicken that you have on your plate on the table. Okay? Yes, go eat all of those chicken, baby. Go eat all of those chicken over there, baby.